Hello everyone, this is Kaushik Bose from Campus Technology, a portfolio company of Times of India Group. Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic on communication, concrete communication. Now, what is concrete communication? Concrete communication refers to the clear, specific, and direct transmission of information using precise language and tangible examples. It aims to convey ideas, instructions, and messages in a way that is easily understood and leaves little room for misinterpretation or ambiguity. Concrete communication often involves using descriptive language, providing specific details, and offering tangible examples or evidence to support claims or statements. In concrete communication, abstract or vague concepts are explained in a uh, structured and straightforward manner, making the information more accessible and relatable to the audience. This form of communication is particularly effective in educational setting, technical fields, and when conveying complex ideas to diverse audiences. It helps to eliminate confusion, promote clarity, and ensure that the intended message is accurately received and comprehended. Now, by this small introduction, you must realize the importance of concrete communication. This is a part of effective communication. We are uh, discussing one of the point of effective communication. Now, concrete communication is a crucial aspect of effective interpersonal and professional interactions, characterized by clarity, specificity, and directness is conveying information. In conveying information, beg your pardon. Unlike abstract or vague communication, which can lead to confusion and misinterpretation, uh, concrete communication, concrete communication focuses on providing clear and tangible details, examples, and explanations to ensure that the message is easily understood by the audience. One of the key features of concrete communication is its reliance on specific language and details. Instead of using general or ambiguous terms, concrete communication employs words and phrases that describe actions, objects, qualities, or quantities in a precise manner. For example, instead of saying improve performance, for instance, a concrete communicator might say increase sales by 10% within the next quarter. You see, it's more quantity oriented in a precise manner. 10% within the next quarter, providing a clear and measurable goal. So it's not vague at all, it's more concrete. The same thing when I'm telling that you have improved. This small thing, I have a small anecdote. I love giving anecdotes at times. When I was in school, I got an 80% in my mathematics. Once upon a time, for a change, I never used to get 80% in those days. It was quite difficult for me to get an 80%. I used to get 60, 65, very average student. So once in grade 8, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, I got an 80%. I was very happy. I came to my father and said that I got an 80% in my mathematics examinations. He was very happy. He said, very congratulations, well done, very good, etc. The next day, while we were going to school, he used to drop me to school. He said, I'm very happy that you got an 80%. But remember, my boy, you need to know the other 20% which you've missed. So that was quite a concrete communication from his end, that he reminded me that the 20% is less and I can improve on that 20%. He told me that try to understand and know where you have gone wrong. And that was one lesson in my life which I have learned, that it becomes very specific when you are communicating. Concrete communication makes us communicate in a very specific way. Now, I will tell you few basic importance of concrete communication. It can be seen in various contexts, including, say, clarity and understanding. Concrete communication helps to avoid misunderstandings and confusion by clearly stating the intended message with specific details and examples. This is especially important in complex or technical discussions where precision is paramount. Effective instruction and learning. In education and training, concrete communication is essential for teachers and instructors to effectively convey concepts, instructions, and expectations to students. By using tangible examples and clear explanations, educators facilitate better understanding and retention of information. Another point can be included in project management and planning. In professional setting, concrete communication plays a vital role in project management and planning. Clear and specific communication of goals, timelines, tasks, and expectations ensures that team members are aligned and can work towards common objectives efficiently. In many of our school, the importance of notice boards are very important. We get concrete communication from the company. What is supposed to be done, it's mentioned here. Even during a meeting, the agenda of a meeting is so important, so that when I'm going inside a meeting room, I know what are the things, what are the points which are to be discussed, and I am ready for it. Whether I'm ready for it, whether I'm prepared, I have to know that. So it's effective instruction and learning is a very important part of concrete communication. Project management and planning. You see, in professional setting, concrete communication plays a vital role in project management and planning. Every time when you are asked to do certain things, even in college, school, when a homework is given, the points to note, if you are very clear with it, you know what to write, you know which topics to prepare. And so this planning part becomes so important. When I know, when I am communicated by either notice or homework or agenda, I know how to prepare, how do I prepare. And when I am writing an examination, when I am facing an interview, when I am in a meeting, attending a meeting, I am prepared. So that is the importance of concrete communication. It is also important in problem solving and decision making. When addressing problems or making decisions, concrete communication enables individuals or teams to identify root causes, the reasons, analyze data, and develop actionable solutions based on factual informations. And that makes concrete communication so important. This approach reduces ambiguity and facilitates more effective problem solving processes. For companies who deals with customer relations and sales, uh, concrete communication comes into consideration. In customer facing roles, concrete communication helps sales professionals to clearly articulate product features. This is important. I'll give you a small anecdote on this. Nowadays, people come with a lot of products and a lot of time without understanding. Public tend to get interested in it. A lot of missales happen, but that is not the right thing to do. If the salesperson knows about the product properly and can brief the correct things, then the whole communication becomes more concrete, and the person who tends to buy it can buy without any hesitance. There is no ambiguity. By providing specific details and addressing customer questions directly, salesperson can build trust and credibility. This is important, trust and credibility. As I was telling, at least I have been missold quite a few products in past 5-6 years, and I was quite annoyed after that, and then I have stopped entertaining people for a long time. Because see, I keep asking people nowadays that what is the hidden clauses, what are the hidden costs. Someone gives me a credit card which I don't want, says free of cost, and then after a year the bank sends that this is the 1 year you have you have taken 1 year, you have not used it, so you have to pay this much amount of money for having the credit card. So I write back to the bank that I was told that it was free. How can you charge anything for per annum charge? What is that? And then they, after quite a few email exchange, they realize that I have been missold, and then they give me an offer that if you want to keep, we will not charge you. I said no, I don't want to keep it, I don't need it. So that is not a very good thing, that the communication was not concrete in this case. Legal and compliance matters, concrete communication. is very important. In legal and compliance contexts, concrete communication is essential for drafting contracts, policies, and regulations that are precise and unambiguous. This helps to avoid legal disputes and ensures adherence to regulatory requirements. Personal relationships is another important point. Even in personal relationships, concrete communication is valuable for expressing thoughts, feelings, and expectations clearly and directly. This promotes open and honest communication, reduces misunderstandings, and strengthens interpersonal connections. Moreover, concrete communication enhances accountability and responsibility as it clearly defines roles, tasks, and outcomes, making it easier to access performance and track process towards goal and track progress towards goal. It also promotes transparency and trust as individuals or organizations that communicate concretely demonstrate a commitment to clarity and honesty in their interactions. In conclusion, concrete communication is fundamental to effective communications. To effective communication strategies in various contexts, contributing to clarity, understanding, efficiency, and trust. By prioritizing clear and specific communication, individuals and organizations can enhance productivity, collaboration, and overall success in achieving their objectives. Now, I have given important points. You must have by now understood, realized the importance of concrete communication in our life. And honestly speaking, when I started researching on this communication skill, I did not know so much. Let me tell you, I am also learning constantly while I am preparing these videos, and it is helping in my interpersonal relationship, in my family, with friends, and also in my workplaces. I will try to give you some basic examples of concrete communication in different contexts. It's like an instruction manual, a detailed instruction manual for assembling furniture that includes step-by-step diagrams, labeled parts, and clear written instructions. You see, I'll repeat it again. A detailed instruction manual for assembling furniture that includes step-by-step diagrams, labeled parts, and clear written instruction. I'm sure you know that we get instruction manual with a lot of various things, electronic things, how to even printers. They give us instructions, and we follow them to install them. I said furniture because very recently I got an unassembled furniture which was supposed to be assembled, and there was a page where it was written how to assemble it, what to do, what to do one after another. And that page, instructions were so simple that even my little daughter can, who's in high school, I can't say very little, but anyway, uh, she can, she could actually assemble it without much difficulty. Like project management, a project plan outlines specific tasks, deadlines, responsibilities, and resources required for completing a software development project. Sales pitch, a sales presentation that highlights specific features, benefits, and pricing of a product or service, supported by customer testimonials and case studies. You prepare a concrete communication, you prepare a sales pitch which gives concrete informations. During training sessions, a training session for new employees that includes hands-on demonstrations, interactive exercises, and clear explanations of company policies and procedures. We do this quite often with new employees. Performance review, a performance review document that provides specific feedback on an employee's achievements, areas of improvement, and goals for upcoming year. So by looking at them, by studying them, one can actually understand that where are my strengths, which are my weaknesses, as I said, areas for improvement, and what is expected from me, the goals and the targets for the upcoming year. So, if I am communicated well, if it is clear and concrete, it will be easier for me to understand what my company expects from me. The company will not tell that you are weak in these areas. The company will tell that these are the areas where you can always improve. And if a company tells me something like that, I know that the company wants me to work better. The company is with me. The company is trusting me, because the company's ethos is not to how to say this, the company's ethos is not to just make the employee work, but to make the employee learn the work better, so that the company gets benefited at the end. Technical reports, a technical report detailing the results of a, say, a scientific experiment, including methodology, data analysis, and conclusions drawn from the findings. If it is properly written, clearly mentioned, that becomes a concrete communication for the people who will go through it later on. Marketing campaign, a marketing campaign with concrete objectives such as increasing website traffic by 20% or generating 100 new leads within a month, supported by specific strategies and metrics for measurement. Contract agreement, a contract agreement between two parties that clearly outlines the terms and conditions of the agreement, including deliverables, payment terms, and dispute resolution procedures. Safety guidelines are again another point. Safety guidelines for operating machinery or equipment that include specific procedures, warning signs, and emergency protocols to ensure the safety of the workers. Customer complaint resolution is another point. A customer service response to a complaint that acknowledges the issue, provides a specific resolution plan, and offers compensation if necessary, demonstrating a commitment to addressing the customer's concerns. In each of these examples, which I have discussed briefly, concrete communication is characterized by its specificity, clarity, and directness, making it easier for the audience to understand, follow, and act upon the information provided. Now, in this, I will be giving you certain activities. Say, I can ask you to describe an object like maybe a pen, a chair, or maybe a smartphone like this, and I might ask you to describe it using specific details such as size, color, shape, material, and functionality. I can encourage you to be as descriptive and precise as possible. You can also practice this by giving clear instructions. Say you can prepare a set of instructions for a simple task. For example, say making a sandwich or tying shoelaces, and ask participants or your friends to follow the instructions step by step. Then discuss the effectiveness of the instructions and identify the areas of improvement in clarity and specificity. Talk to them that I have prepared it. Did it help? If it helped, your concrete communication is successful. You can also create a visual presentation. You can ask participants to create a visual presentation. For example, PowerPoint slides, posters on a topic of their choice. Emphasize the use of clear visuals, concise texts, and specific examples or data to convey key points effectively. I do a lot of role play scenarios. I create role playing scenarios where my students take on different roles. Say, a customer service representative, or a project manager, or a team leader, and practice. I ask them to practice communicating concrete information, such as explaining product features. It can be any random, from a pencil, a pen, to a book, anything. Giving project updates or providing instructions to team members. They do it all. They practice concrete communication this way. You can practice technical writing exercise. You see, you can provide participants with a technical topic. You can do it. You can ask your friends to do it along with you. You can start with a technical topic or a concept. For example, a computer programming language. Nowadays, so many people are in programming. And try to write a technical document or guide that explains the topic in a clear and concise manner. And if you know, I'm just giving an example, it can be anything, any topic, using specific examples and terminology. I also conduct mock interviews where My students, the participants, practice answering interview questions using concrete examples from their experiences. It can be from any field. I can ask two science students to talk on a topic, and one becomes the interviewer, the other becomes the interviewee. It can be the commerce students who talk, same, one becomes the interviewer, the other becomes the interviewee, and also the humanities students. And the interviewer is asked to prepare a questionnaire according to the subject, and the interviewee is given, say, 10 questions will be asked, and the interviewee is given around 50 different answers or topics to prepare and come. And from there, 10 random questions are asked, and the interviewee tries to answer them. So we all also organize debate, a discussion in groups on relevant topics, and I encourage participants to present their arguments using concrete evidence, examples, and statistics. So these activities can be adapted and customized based on the participants' interests, goals, and areas for improvement in concrete communication skills. I always encourage active participation, feedback, and reflection to enhance learning and skill development. So I will conclude this episode of effective communication style with the discussion on concrete communication. Hope this helped you. If you want to, if there is any query, any question, just go back to that part. Since I kept talking, it might be at times it happens that you might miss some words, or I might miss some words. So if you go back and rewind it once again and review it once again, I'm sure you will understand what I'm trying to say. In the activities column, as I was discussing the basic activities which I do with my students, I will be giving you a couple of activities. I would like you to do those activities and send us the feedback, and how you are learning this. I would wait to hear from you. And on that note, I will end this discussion over here. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a good day. I will come back with another episode of effective communication. Thank you so much. Have a good day.